tab is, of course, where you will go to run reports, and where you will go to figure out what reports you're running most often and what reports are your favorite, so that you can add those reports to the dashboard as we previously discussed. From the Reports tab, you'll also be able to create your own specific filter so that you don't have to choose from just the predefined ones within the software. Also, from the Reports tab, you'll be able to schedule reports to be emailed automatically. To get started running a report, the first thing you will need to do is select from one of the report groups. We have everything from area codes to clients and departments, extension numbers, phone numbers, and users. Once you've chosen from one of the report groups, you'll need to choose from one of the reports listed under that report group. And from here, what you'll see is the search or criteria filter screen. It's where Tapit is asking you what you're looking for. And you don't have to put in any information, but if you don't, Tapit's going to assume that you want everything it has. So this is your opportunity to be as specific as you can be to narrow down your search results. Let's first save a filter. Let's say that we just want to see week-to-date calls, only outgoing, and only for certain extensions. Again, you can search by certain extensions, or you can search by a group of extensions. Now, we can save this filter and give it a new name, and it will show up in our list of predefined filters to choose from. We can also view this report, and what Tapit does is it assigns the username to the extension number that I listed, and you will actually be able to do that in the next tab that we'll discuss, the Admin tab. And it gives us all of the outgoing calls for each individual user week to date. It also gives you the total amount of time spent on the phone on these outgoing calls and any cost associated with the outgoing calls. From here, again, you can export this information to a PDF, an Excel, or a Word document. You can send it to a printer to be printed or email it. You can also drill down to see more specific call information. By simply clicking on the username, you will see each call in detail. The date, the time the call was made, the duration or how long the call was, the direction, and again, we're just looking at outgoing calls, the number that was dialed, the extension number associated with this user, the cost, even the trunk the call went out on, and if you have client information set up within Tapit, it will show up here. And we'll get to that in the next tab. And then the city and the state. From here, you can drill down one step further and add a note to a call. Perhaps it's a call that you want to remember for either a good reason, maybe it's been a really good sale or a new customer, or perhaps it was an issue that you want to keep track of. Once you locate that call, you can click on the date of that call record, and now a little notepad has shown up next to your email icon. You can click on that and enter in any note you want. Then, once you save that note, you'll be able to search for that call by any one word within the note. You don't even have to remember everything you typed. Now, let's go back to our filter screen by clicking on Run Report, and let's save another filter. I'm going to enter in new search criteria. I'm going to look for, I'm going to change my report group to department, and department summary report. And now I want to see month-to-date calls and only incoming. Now I can save this, and again, it will show up without the period in our list of available filters. From here, I can also run this report to to see the data. Again, now I'm in a department summary report, and what Tapit is doing is showing me each department that we have listed, and again, your departments will look like your departments, showing me all the incoming calls, total amount of time spent on those incoming calls, and any cost. Again, from here, you can always drill down and see more specific information. I can click on Sales, and Tapit will show me each individual user within Sales and their incoming calls. The date, the time the call came in, how long the call was, the number of the incoming call, my extension number, the trunk that the call came in on, and the city and state of where the call originated from. Clicking on Run Report will take you back to the filter screen and also save your criteria within it. But again, you can always start a new search or a new filter by simply clicking on Enter New Search Criteria. My suggestion to you is to run a few different reports and see what information you're seeing it and see if it's the way you want to see that information. It's always good to spend some time running different reports, putting in different search criteria, just to make sure you get to the report that's going to show you exactly what you want to see in the way that you want to see it. Now, let's move on to scheduling a report to be automatically emailed. We hope that this is a time savings feature for you so that once again, when you figure out a report that you're going to be running a lot or that is a favorite report of yours, you can have it automatically emailed to yourself or to anyone else within the company. You can decide how often you want it to run, daily, weekly, even on an interval, let's say once every hour. The start time, again, is in military time and will be the time that the email actually gets sent to you. So you can change that to fit your schedule. Next, you'll see a screen that hopefully looks a little familiar. Again, you're going to have to go through a few steps, and that's selecting from a report group, and then from one of the available reports, and then selecting a filter. Again, you can choose from some of the predefined ones, or you can choose one of the ones that you've created. You can put a new title on this if you'd like, but again, that's just an option. Clicking Next will take you to where you enter in your email addresses. Again, your email will be automatically populated in the To file, but you can always get rid of that and send this report to anyone you choose. It will show up as an attached PDF. Now, let's move on to the Admin tab.